What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector. And I tell you what, guys, I have so many Atari 2600s out there in the shop. It's ridiculous. I've been letting them build up and build up. It's time to make some money off these things. We're going to go out there, we're going to fix them up, test them, make sure they're working. You'll learn some basic repairs with me, and we'll just see how many of them we can get out of the shop. I'm hoping at least pull maybe $200 of Ataris just completely out of the shop and get those done, and maybe next episode it'll be original Xboxes, because I know those things have been piling up. With that said, let me go ahead and announce the winner to the last episode giveaway. And that winner is, let's see if Rob's got it right there, DX2929. Congratulations, you got your chance. Let me pull one of these out. Excuse the mess, people. I've been playing the heck out of some turbo graphics here lately, and the room's just kind of messy. You got your chance to pick out any one of these awesome pins. Just hit me up on Instagram, and I'll send you some more pics. There's Zelda, Pokemon, that sort of thing in there, and we'll go from there. For everybody else out there, just be subscribed to this channel, hit that thumbs up, and leave a comment down below for your chance to win. With that said, guys, I am so eager to go out into the shop and make some of this money. But look at this, look at this, look at this! He knows what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Alright guys, so we are here in the shop, and as you can see, we got some ancient technology here. The Atari 2600. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them. We got to get them gone. I've been putting this off for way too long. I'm going to test all of them and see which ones are good. We'll do some minor repairs. Like this one has a very bad cord chewed up. I'll show you how to replace that, and we'll go from there. We're going to use Jungle Hunt to test it out. I'm also going to show you how to clean an Atari cartridge, because a lot of people don't realize how to actually do that. It's not too bad. In order to hook up an Atari 2600, as you can see, it's got this style cord. It's just one cord. You can't plug this up into a modern TV or a CRT TV. So you need to get yourself one of these coaxial cable converters right here. These things are super cheap. You can get these on eBay. I think I got 3 or 4 for like $6. They are ridiculously cheap. But all they do is they plug into the back here, and then you screw that into the back of your coaxial, whether it's a VCR or TV. Go from there. So let me hook this up, and let's see what we got going on here. One of the really nice things about Atari that I've always loved is this cord is ridiculously long. That way you can pull this console closer to you wherever you wanted to set it. If you got, like, you know, just depending on how your entertainment system was set up at the time. But a lot of kids would have it pulled up close. They'd have it on the floor, and it just made things a lot easier. Now, as far as the power cable, it also has a very long cord attached to it. So let's plug this bad boy up. Now, as you can see, when I turn this on, we are getting a signal. Excellent sign right there. Ataris they hold up fairly well. The only issues that I ever come across them is their switchers start to go out. The black and white may not work, things like that. But this one does get a signal, so we are good there. So before we put that game in, let me show you how to clean this thing. So now the Atari 2600 cartridge itself, a lot of them have this little protective shield. It's like its own built-in dust cover, so when the game goes in, it releases, and then the pins actually show themselves. In order to get the pins to show themselves to actually be clean, let's go ahead and grab our chemical here to clean. And of course, you know I'm going with the Bright Boy. Bright Boy is phenomenal stuff. Next, you're going to need like a little knife, just something, a little flathead, something to wedge like that. Get your chemical ready to go, and if you stick this wedge right on the side of one of these, it releases, and you can actually see, I don't know how well that's picking up, but it pulls that down, and then you can start to push this down, and now the pins have revealed themselves. A lot of cartridges that you'll find nowadays don't have them. Some of them still do. It's hit or miss, but when it's like this, and to keep it original, just push it back like that, and oh man, these pins are rough. But boy, that Bright Boy, man, you gotta love it. Now, the Atari cartridges aren't as easy to take apart, simply for the fact that the screw is underneath the sticker. So unless you want to damage the label, which you most likely don't, I don't recommend doing it that way. Finish it up with some isopropyl alcohol. Alright, so this game is clean. Jungle Hunt, classic game. I think this is one of the few games that you can actually beat in Atari. A lot of them are just more skill-based or point-based to see how high you can go. But I want to say this one actually has an ending, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that. So anyways, with that said, before we actually put this in there, I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick blowout with my compressor. You can use your pocket rocket if you got one. For me, this one works perfectly. Just to clean out the slot just a little bit. Alright, let's see if this one's going to cut on. I'm not sure if it will. Hey! That cord's working actually really well. These cords, like I said, can go out. They can have issues. I found that swapping the cord fixes a lot of the issues with an Atari 2600. Let's see if the controller port is going to read like it should. I got two controllers here. One's an aftermarket and one is original. Oof, look at how dusty and just terrible that is. That's why this compressor comes in handy. Alright, so we got our controller plugged in. Let's see if we can play a little bit of Jungle Hunt here. Make sure we got some noise here. Alright, in order to start the game, we're going to hit game reset. There we go. That switch is working great. Alright, let's see. I'm not a skilled Atari player. Woo! Seems to be working right. Oh yeah. It's crazy the simplistic nature of the Atari 2600. Now back then this was revolutionary, but now, you know, it's so simplistic, but still quite fun. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, my TV's got so much condensation on it. It's crazy. Let's see if I can wipe that at all. Oh, good God. Oh, see, I'm over here getting destroyed by sharks. Not doing my job. Alright, now we're swimming. We got to avoid the sharks. And I'm doing terrible. But we know that's working. That's good. Is the black and white working? Now, I see that the black and white is not working on this one. Alright guys, so this is when I was sitting there thinking, I was running through some ideas. Why is this black and white not working? I completely forgot. Not all games utilized it. I went and grabbed some of the earliest games that I had. Combat, of course, you know, being a pack-in game for the most of it. As early as you can get. As you can see, the color, the black and white color is working. As well as the game select to select the different modes. This Atari is working fantastic. The only downside is the cord. Now, the cord just looks rough. I don't want to change the cord unless I have an Atari that's not working correctly, and then we can take the cord from that and put it in this one because it's very easily swapped. You can order these cords online, I just don't have any on hand. So until then, I'm going to say this Atari is working great. It just needs to be shined up a little bit and then I can list it. Let's go ahead and try out another Atari and see if we can find one that's not necessarily working. Then we can swap the cord out. Oh yeah, bring on the Vader. I haven't plugged one of these up in a while. The black unit's known as the Vader system here. Let's see how this one's going to do. This one's got a nice cord on it, but hopefully we can leave that cord on there. And hopefully all the switches are working. We got really lucky with that first one. So let's see how this one does. The Vaders I don't think sell for as much as the 4s, and obviously don't sell for as much as the 6s. And those definitely don't sell for as much as the heavy 6ers. Now a lot of people wonder, like, how do I know if I got a heavy 6er? Well, it's not the easiest thing to tell. You know, some people can do it like a gyromite cart, you know, or they can pick it up and see if it has the converter switch in there. And they can just feel it. If you have a 6-switch Atari, the best thing to do is actually just weigh it. It's the plate on the bottom that gives it the weight. Honestly, I don't know what makes it, you know, so much more expensive. I have a heavy 6er in the house. I don't notice any difference between it and another Atari console. This one, look at that. The label's starting to come off. We'll see if we can't fix that if this Atari's working. Well, look at it. Oh, that's just terrible. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. That's just ugly. All right, let's plug this up. Do we get a TV signal? Yes, we do. And let's try out combat. That way we can test black and white. Hey, there we go. And black and white's working. Game select is working great. Reset's working just fine. And let's see if the controller is going to read on this one. Listen to those beautiful sound effects right there. Talk about use your imagination. Ah, get in there. Alright. Oh, there I am. Oh yeah, we're in a completely different, oh. There we go. There we go, we're moving. I am not oriented in the ways of combat. Let me see if I can line up my shot. Luckily, player 2 has left the game. I'm not even close enough to him. Oh, get up there. Yeah, boy, that's destructive. Alright, this one's working great. The Vader is doing good. Let's see if we can fix this label, because it's coming off. Oh, let's go ahead and blow this thing off here. But we're going to be very light with it. That way nothing bleeds through or nothing goes crazy. This type of super glue that I got that was sent in is extremely potent stuff. So potent, in fact, that you got to use an activator to kind of get it going. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to stick this into the activator and just kind of rub it. I'm going to do this little bits at a time. I can't lay all the glue down and then expect it to adhere. And there we go. That worked. That worked pretty well. Label's not going to come off immediately. There's still, you know, a few little spots that kind of want to pull up, but as far as getting it to the customer, it'll be lifted or listed as such. So that one is good to go. We didn't get any excess glue anywhere. I'm happy about that. So let's go ahead and put this up, because this is some dangerous chemical now. Stuff will have you seeing Jesus before you know it. He's sitting in the room next to you, passing some sort of illegal content. Oh, here we go with our first sixer. Like I said, I got Ataris everywhere. Cord on this one looks fairly decent. I don't see any immediate gashes or wounds on it. Let's see how she does. Alright, so for the 2600, the big 6 here. I don't think this is a heavy one. I could be wrong. I'll weigh it just to be sure. Like I said, those do demand a little bit more money. Let's plug this up and give me a signal. Hey, something happened. Not what we wanted. Oh, we got a short back here. Let's see. Let's see if it'll read the game, and if everything's working well, it would probably be in our best interest to. Oop. Oh yeah, this thing's working too good not to open up. All right, so it's time to crack open a 2600 here. I can leave the TV plugged in. It's not going to be a big deal. So first step, we got to remove some screws. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember if these two got to come out. I think that's what holds the actual board in place. I can't remember. All right, we do got to get underneath this. Oh, can't lose my pads now. I do need those. Oh, it's a weird looking. Why do all these spiders always mess with me, man? I'm not a killer. I'm just a thriller. Go on, I will kill you if you mess around with me, though. Alright, you're done. I'm sorry. I apologize for your family, but you didn't want to go. I had to put the death on you. Alright, so let's take this board out right here. Now, as you can see, if you needed to change this cord out, this is the place to do it. You can simply unplug this here and reroute it, and it comes right out. Alright, there is the base right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and heat up my soldering iron, because if my instincts are correct, which at least 40% of the time they are, it's going to be much like the Sega fix, when the adapter starts to have a short in it. Usually you can just reflow the solder back over it, and it'll fix it. Hopefully that's going to be the case in this one. Alright, so let's go ahead and peel this off right here. Yep, and I can already tell that's the issue. Let me kind of show you this on camera. You can see right here where the power switch is. If I jiggle it, you can see that the solder has just lost its connection. This should be a very simplistic fix. Alright, so with my iron heated up here, all I really got to do is just reflow this solder right here. But I'm going to do one step better. I'm going to add a good bit more. I'm just going to get it all active again. And then we are going to coat the heck out of this thing. Alright guys, so we got this thing put back together. Let's see if it held up and if it's going to do. Well, it's obviously doing. We had it in the on switch. Let's go ahead and plug up combat. Shabam. That's awesome. I'm very happy about that. This is a very nice unit. Very clean, good cord. Happy to have this. This one will probably be bundled with a controller and one of the few power packs that I have. The others will probably have to be sold as consoles only. So anyways, let's move on to the next Atari. Alright, so we got another Vader here, and it's disgusting. It's got a $5 sticker on there. Oh, let's go ahead and just blow this thing off into oblivion here. Now, inside, this is actually pretty dirty. One thing I'm going to do is bend these back a little bit. Oh, yeah, there's so much green corrosion on these. This is a bright boy situation. You got to be really careful when folding these back, though. You don't want to overdo it. As you can see, I just kind of filleted it a little bit. Go ahead and grab my bright boy. Alright, with that one not working, I got a feeling it is the cord. Let's put this in the cord messed up pile possibly here, and then go test these other two Ataris and see if we have a cord donor here. And also notice this one doesn't have a cord, and I also had a extra cord over here. This is an Atari cord. So let's see with that Vader. Well, actually, let's try it with this one. Let's see how this one's doing on the inside, and see if the cord, this replacement cord, will work. Because those may be two broken units that I was waiting on cords to get, and just never got them. Oh, I can see spiders everywhere. Spiders love me, man. But this Atari's working. That's great. The downside to that is that was my last cord. So we got to open up that Vader and see what the issue was with that one is. But I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, clean this out, and this one will be good to go. Alright guys, while looking around, I did find another cord, which is nice. So we're going to test that into this one. Well, I'm picking up the wrong cord, but we're going to open this up and see if that new cord will work in this unit. Let's check it out. Awesome, this thing is working. Well, hot be damn. That's awesome. That's good. So we only got one dud Atari console. That one I can, I got to order another cord for it, because I'm pretty certain the cord, with as bad as that thing was, has to be the case. So with that said, guys, that's the episode. We knocked out 5 Atari consoles. I can't remember what they're selling for. I probably got enough for 2 bundles, maybe 50, 60 bucks a piece. The other ones will just be consoles, maybe 30, 40. I have no idea. I got to look it up. It's been a while since I sold an Atari. If anybody's interested in one, just hit me up on Instagram. We'll go from there. If not, check my eBay. I've got to start busting out more listens. Every day I've been getting calls for Instagram private sales or local sales. It's taking away everything, man, which is good. I mean, that's good. I'm making the money else there, but as my eBay store, the inventory is going down. That's not a good thing. I need to keep going back up. So anyways, guys, with that said, I hope y'all learned something and had a great time watching this episode. It's good to dive into some of this older stuff here and just appreciate it for what it is. We got it working. We got it up and running. So this is going to go into someone else's home to where they can enjoy it. So with that said, guys, I hope you all take care and enjoy the rest of your day.